All right, guys. Good morning, good evening, and good day. Happy weekend. Welcome to another episode of Global Talk. And today's gonna be a fun day. All right. Oh, by the way, before we get started, my name is Jonathan. I'm your host. I'm a registered nurse here in Las Vegas, Nevada, and also a digital business owner. And the purpose of this show is to show you how easy it is to be a digital business owner as well, and to actually venture into the stories of many of our business partners. And today, our I'm excited today. One of my guests is Ahmed. Let me bring him in. Hey, bud.
Hey, brother, happy to be here. Thanks. I like the introduction. I like the
Oh,
music.
oh, nice. Thanks. All right. You wanna introduce yourself first to our audience?
Oh yeah, sure. Hey everyone, my name's Ahmed. Been in the business now my fifth year. Met Jonathan recently this summer. Although I've been in this business for a long time, I'm sure Jonathan has mentioned it many times on his page. There's thousands of us, and even if you tried your best to meet everyone, it's just too hard
Too
because
hard. It's too
we're
much.
so global.
Right.
We're global. Like I started way back when we just were in just Canada. Now we have branched out to America, Asia, Europe, Africa, Australia. We're everywhere. So it's amazing to see the growth. It's amazing to see the diversity, all the different languages,
Yeah.
and just seeing how diverse we have gotten is amazing to the point where there's some people that don't even speak English, and that just proves it. For
Yeah.
people who don't speak English, you can do this too. For people who are not tech savvy, if you haven't used a
Mhm.
computer, I know my coach Georgia Williams, she never used a computer. She didn't know how to turn a computer on when she started the business, right? But
Yeah.
and now she's teaching people how to use a computer, how to run
Oh,
ads, how to the background of YouTube, Google Ads. So it's amazing. Whatever you put your mind to, you can achieve it, right?
oh yeah. And the exposure we get to many different cultures is amazing.
Hmm.
That's the best part for me. All right,
Hmm.
let's begin with this wonderful show. All right, Ahmed, please tell us who you are before becoming one of the success story in the business.
Hmm. Yeah, so as I said, my business started 5 years ago. I've always worked in emergency services, so I've never had any exposure to what an online business was,
Right.
what this was all about, and how my journey actually started was through a coworker. I was a 911 operator at the time. Now I'm
Oh,
a full-time firefighter. So pretty much right when I was leaving, I had one of my coworkers. She was looking for something different. She was doing that job for 20 years, and
mhm.
she was looking for a way out. She had like kids in elementary and high school at the time. She's been doing that. She would get off work night shift at 6 a.m. and then go straight to getting the kids ready for school, make the breakfast, clean the house, get everything ready, and then she'd go pick them up. And then she'd show up the next day at 6 p.m., not even sleep. She had no sleep. And she kind of had that pattern for about 20 years. And
Right.
for a long time she was saying she was looking for something different, and then finally one day I noticed like after a few weeks she wasn't mentioning anything. I was like, did you find something new? Did you what are you doing now? And she's like, oh yeah, I'm doing this. Like, I found this online business. She was following someone's page, like all you guys are following Jonathan's page and my page. She was following someone's page for a whole year.
Wow.
She wanted to make sure this was a real business, and she just saw them grow. In that year, she
Mhm.
just saw them getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And if this was a scam, if this is a pyramid scheme, they don't get bigger, they just disappear after a few
Yeah.
months, right?
Yeah.
And she's like,
Fall
they
off.
haven't disappeared. They've stayed real. I see them every day posting, doing lives on their page, talking to their community on Facebook. And she's like, they gave my trust, and it took her a whole year to finally come around and push through. And I tell people, hey, no problem, take your time, right? There's going to be a
Exactly.
big step in your life. Let us know when you're ready and come in and join us. And
Yeah.
when she was ready, she joined. And quickly after I joined as well, I already trusted her. I
Mm-hmm.
already knew after she's done all her research stuff for doing this for a whole year, following that page. I did my research. I looked at everything up, and
Right.
I jumped in, right? And people say, how are you doing this business if you're working full time, or if you are doing this? And tell them we got we got so much automation in the background, right?
Oh,
Everyone
that's
has
right.
2 seconds. Even you as a nurse, you have 2 seconds throughout the year. You're busy, but there's 5 minutes or 2 minutes in your day. You can look at your phone and be like, "Oh, there's an inquiry. Oh, let me just
Right,
answer this real
exactly.
quick," right? Other than that, there's so much other things that in the background that are answering the questions for you, and that you will see once you join us. So,
Ye-
yeah, that's a little about me. I live in Vancouver, Canada. I'm here. I live with my mom. I support her. That's another reason why I love this business. On
Yep.
my time off, I don't have to go look for another job. I could stay home, relax, talk to my screen, talk to my laptop, and earn, right? And the
Exactly.
best thing is, like, some days you're like doubling your income because you could double your biweekly check in one day here, right? And
Yeah.
doubling your monthly earnings so quickly. And the thing that I love about it, for even people with families, is that you could be here working and you could easily step away. If you have something to do, you could easily just step away and go help your family, go do errands with them, go take them out, and then come back, come sit back down, right? You're not rushing off to another job where you're away from them and they have to go do things on their own. You're able to be here, provide for them, and when you have time, just come here, sit down, relax. This is relaxing for me, and just sitting down on my laptop,
Yeah,
this is
exactly.
relaxing,
Me too.
recovering. Okay,
Yeah,
but at the same
that's
time, we're working.
that's the
So
best part. Everything is automated. The automation is the key. And even
exactly.
though, like for me, I'm working full time still, which is because I love what I do, and I
Sure.
have this business going in the background. If you go to Spain, if you go to Asia, everything is still working, and it's your business is working for you versus you're working for your business, right? So it's much easier. All right. Well, you answered the partially the next
Oh,
question. So
oh
you
yeah.
covered. But what's that one inspiration why you jump into the digital space?
I think the best part of it was just being able to work from home, and just being able to
Mhm.
provide for my family. And then after looking into the business, just seeing how the compensation worked, just seeing the
Yeah.
opportunity behind
Mhm.
it, right? And for me, there was a lot of growth that took place, and I'm sure one of
Yes.
your questions asked that, and I'll get into that at that time. But yeah, well, I think the biggest thing was just the opportunity and just being able to work from home. As I said, I
Mm.
was pretty much working emergency services my whole life. Just like you, I love my job. Right now, I'm a full-time firefighter. I love it. And right now, I'm able to do this because I'm able to work from home and rest, right?
Right.
My job is very strenuous, and I like it. When I come home, I'm able to just relax and
Mhm.
just pull out my laptop and just work and help people. And that's my passion. Just helping people and seeing them succeed is
Oh
what
my
I
gosh,
love.
me as well. It's like it's such a great feeling to see that other than yourself, you're helping out other people. You know, like
Mhm,
total strangers that you can change their life instantly. It's the matter of them taking action.
mhm,
All right.
exactly.
Next one. Can you share the early struggles? But because for me, I didn't have any marketing degree coming from the medical field. I didn't have any marketing degree, and not that much very techy in a way. I can, I use social media for sports, for checking out my families. But other than that, never know the other side of it. But what about you? What were your early struggles?
Yeah, for me, like, I had no idea what an online business was. I had no idea what a business entailed, what I had to do. So, yeah, it was a pretty big learning curve. And for me, just I joined in my mid 20s, and
Nice.
for me, the biggest thing coming from just always working and always having a boss
Right.
or a supervisor that tells you what to do. For me, it was my time management, because I would come on here, I would come on here, a bit of work, and after an
Mhm.
hour or two, I'd just be like, "Oh, okay, so what next? Like, what should I do?" Although we have our training that teaches us to do step by step, like, I was finished that, and I was working on my business, trying to build it, and sometimes I was just lost, and then my time management was off. I'd be like, "Okay, like, I did this, I put up my ads, I've done what I had to do. Okay, now I'm gonna go to the gym. Now I'm gonna go play basketball. Now I'm gonna go do this," right? And my time management was off. That was, yeah, that was the biggest thing for me. And just coming from a structured work environment to somewhere that you're pretty much just doing everything on your own and setting your own schedule and setting your own boundaries and timelines, like, that was something I wasn't used to, right? And
You're right.
just working 45 minutes or an hour, then just being like, okay, okay, I'll just go, I'll just go to the gym now. where where now it's like I've learned how to through time and through talking to my mentors and my coaches, I've
Right.
learned how to structure my day, and I learned how to be more time efficient. And
Mm-hmm.
now that although I'm more time efficient, I'm putting in more efficient time into my business and doing
Exactly.
more work that's more beneficial, right? So now it's like some days you're sitting here for 3 4 5 hours. I'm sure you're used to that. I'm sure you're used to that, but hey, that's a part of it. Although we're here to take back our time and be our own boss, end of the day this is still a business, right? There's nothing that takes you away from being able to just live your life. And
Right.
that was a big part of me, that although this is a real business, I'm gonna sit down here and put in the time. But at the same time, there's days that hey, I check in when I have inquiries. But other
Right.
than that, I'm here to take back my time, and I'm here.
Exactly.
I'm on vacation. I'll check in an hour or two, and then hey, go enjoy myself because that's what it's all about in the day.
That's right. No, because sometimes we're so used to working so much, and then our body and mind, our mindset is like going with the flow, and then we forget and we don't realize that we're losing time for ourselves and for our family. And that's the best part about this business is we can take that time back.
Hmm.
Right. All
Exactly.
right. Okay, moving along, what do you think is the most important skill to have to run this business?
Great question. I think there's so many different skills that you could bring, and I don't think there is one key skill
Yeah.
that you have to bring. Like you can't come in here and say, "Oh, bring your leadership skills." No, like you don't have to have that. Oh, make sure you're a team-oriented person. Make sure you have a bubbly personality. Make sure you have a positive attitude. Make sure you have this. You can't say like, "What is one thing?" That's what I love about this, because
Right.
one thing that I like is that there's so much diversity in this business, that regardless of what industry you work in, or regardless of what profession you work in, those
Mhm.
skills and those traits that you have working in those environments, those jobs, are always transferable. If you're a
Exactly.
manager at a corporate place, okay, you have that supervisory skills, you have the leadership skills, you have time management skills. You know how to be a leader. When you come here, we'll teach you, and then you're just going to progress pretty rapidly because you already have those skills, right? If you work
Mhm.
at a coffee shop, okay, you're a great multitasker. That means
Yeah.
you're great with people. That means you're customer service oriented. Okay, that's going to be amazing, because when you come in here, you're going to be a mentor, and you could be able to easily help and train your people and be able to positively talk with them through the training, right?
Exactly.
So I think that whatever skills that you have that you're bringing from another profession or industry, like you're already set on a road to success. And I know that I was recently talking to someone who was a teacher, and then I was like,
Pardon
"Oh,
my mom, she's passing by the camera.
it's
And we
okay.
are live, guys.
Hey, you're working from home. That's
Yeah, I know that's the best
right.
part.
That's gonna happen.
Okay. How would you describe the ultimate measure of success in our business?
For me, um, I think maybe this question will differentiate between who you ask, because my ultimate measure of success in this business is seeing the people that I bring into this business that are mentoring under me, that I'm
See.
leading,
Yeah.
seeing them become leaders, seeing them become successful, right? Although I want to be on that top podium, I want to be celebrating, I want all the success. For me, the ultimate success will be me watching them on that podium, me watching them skyrocket, leading their team, seeing them lead their team, and then their mentees that they're leading be on that podium as well with
Yeah.
them, right? Like that's my ultimate thing for
Yeah.
success, just seeing the people that I'm leading, that I'm mentoring, that I'm coaching become ultimate warriors in this business and
Exactly.
be at the top. So
Oh,
my ultimate success measure would be just seeing them up there and having them know that they made it, and then just knowing that them and their families are set for life, and that they're going to be great.
I'm with you on that.
For me, that's what.
Kinda, yeah, we kind of have the similar things. Like my ultimate measure is for me it's just seeing people succeed, those
Exactly.
people that we touch every single day, those people that we change their lives, and in on the other side is them changing other people's life as well. It's like a domino effect, which is great. I mean, it's building growth personally, and changing families lives, and which is awesome in a way. All right, I love this question. I always love this question. But for you, please describe to us what is a servant leader in the community.
Mhm. For me, the ultimate leader would be someone who goes out of their way to help others, regardless of what they are. Right? In this business, we have teams, but although that so if someone's not on your team, doesn't mean that you cannot help them, right? And there's
Yeah.
so many people that are in this community that just meet others that are in other teams that, regardless of who they are, what rank they are, where they are in their business, will take them on,
Mm-hmm.
right? You need help? Okay, come. I'll help you out. I don't mind. They're going to take time out of their busy day, although they have probably hundreds of people that they're mentoring, hundreds of people that they're coaching. They're going to take time out of their day to go help that person. Because you know why? When you join this business, everyone matters. No one gets left behind.
No
If
one.
you're gonna
Yep.
put in, if you're willing to show up, if you're willing to put in the time, if you're willing to be trainable, come with a positive attitude, then hey, there will be people that will go out of their way just to help you. There will be people that will go out of their way just to show you the training. Something that you don't understand, okay, here it is. If you're having difficulty understanding it, okay, let me just show you how to translate these videos to whatever language you'll be able to understand, right? There's many people who have picked me up along the way that I've met at that are some of our functions or conventions, similar
Mm-hmm.
to how I met Jonathan. And
Yeah.
then they're like, "Oh, wow, how's your business? Okay, do you need help in this? Okay, let's next week or a month from now when we're back home, let's message. We'll stay in touch." And then I'll show you how to do that. I'll show you how to work on your ads. I'll show you how to do this, right? People who just go out of their way to help anyone, regardless of who they are, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that that's the ultimate leader. And then lastly, just taking the step to show you how to become that leader as well is
Exactly.
is the
Absolutely.
ultimate thing as well. And some people are just going above and beyond in that area. And we have so much amazing leaders. And leadership is not something that I think that you can learn in a way. It's something that just comes to you. It's something that you have to have inside of you, right? Because you have to be very compassionate towards others, be very patient, and have
Mm-hmm.
so much other skills and attributes that allows you to become a leader, right?
Exactly. I mean,
You can hold that rank, but it's different if people actually see you as one versus holding that rank. Because
yeah.
we've all had supervisors and managers that
Oh, yeah. I
are
was
very
just
good,
gonna say that.
right? So there's a difference there.
Oh yeah, a big, like what you said. There's a big difference between a leader and a manager, because a
Hmm.
leader can be someone who's very new, 2 days old.
Exactly.
That person can be a leader versus a manager who keeps on not even listening to your needs. It's like those managers that we had. We all had those. They just want to be the boss. They just want to be the one in charge, but they're not even listening to the other people that they're handling. So that's
Hmm.
a big difference. I have to agree with you on that. All
Hmm.
right, moving along. Can you share some memorable moments or milestones that you achieve already as a business owner?
Hmm. Oh man, there's been lots of memorable moments. I think a lot of the memorable moments that for me, when I first joined, of course, like everyone else, you look at the business, you look at the compensation plan, you're like, oh my gosh, I could be making this much, I could be doing this, I could be, I'm gonna buy a new house, I'm gonna do this. But then for me, like most of the memorable moments were come from something that I was not even expecting, and it's just meeting people at
Yeah.
meetups that I've seen in our business community for so long, right? Seeing them in person, talking to them, or even going to meetups. Like I met Jonathan at our convention, like just meeting him, making relationship with him, and thousands of other people there. One thing that I always tell people that I was not expecting, this is probably the best part I like about this business, is the friends that you make, right?
Yes.
um, like those have been probably all my memorable moments. And this past summer we had an amazing convention, and next summer we
Awesome.
have another one, and
Uh,
I'm already looking forward to that, and just these trips that we take
oh, I
as
love it.
business
Me too.
owners. and we
Mm-hmm.
collaborate, I think those are most like where majority of my memorable moments come from, right? And of course, when you're looking back, of course, that's when you think about all those late nights, all those early mornings that you spent helping people, or just those days that you're just very frustrated and you're trying to figure out what's going on, why your ad's not working, why your page
Yeah,
isn't working, why something is disabled, why this is not enabled. All those just all that hard work is just you're like, okay, I believe in everything happens for a reason. And yeah, I was learning a lot. And I'm grateful for all those moments, all those struggles that I've had, because ultimately that just makes us better. Because one day we're going to be teaching people and they're going to have that same situation and be like, oh,
exactly.
you're going to look like a genius because you're, oh, this happened to me. Right?
It's like,
This
don't do
happened to me.
that.
Right? So, of course, always grateful for all those moments. Of course, not in the moment because you're just frustrated and
Oh,
annoyed,
yeah,
but then afterwards it all becomes a learning lesson and just something that you could take forward and just makes you a better business owner, mentor, coach, and a leader ultimately.
exactly. Well, that's the best part because, like what you mentioned earlier, the best part, the most memorable moment for me is making connections with different people. It was so funny how I met Ahmed and Coach Paulo. We were our group was we were shooting an ad, and all of a sudden they just jump in the middle of the perfect ad. And then and that was instant connection. I said, "Oh, I gotta get this guy in my show." It was
Sorry
so
about that.
awesome. No,
I didn't know
no,
it was
it's
the
fine.
perfect dad.
I still have it. I still have that video. So, like what I said, even though we work, most of us work online digitally, but the connections that we make with each other all over the world globally is priceless. Like Ahmed and Coach Paulo, I met, and then I interviewed Coach as well a few months ago, and then it's so amazing how they are willing to help anyone, like what he Ahmed is saying earlier. He, even though he doesn't have any connection with me personally, he is willing to help.
Mhm.
Which is a great trait for being a servant leader. All right, moving on, can you please tell us a story that touched your heart while running this digital business?
um I think this touches back with your one of being a leader as well, and one that I mentioned to a lot of people, because you will never see this in the corporate world, or you will never see this in any managerial job, because everyone knows that it's coming, because we always talk about hitting certain ranks and hitting certain milestones in our business.
Mhm.
And there's been in multiple occasions where now that I've seen and I've heard of stories where people have been hitting these huge milestones and they're just unaware of it, because what they say is, I'm just busy helping my people. Like, I didn't know because I'm busy helping my people, right? And in this business, when you help your people, the companies that we work with reimburse you with amazing compensation, right?
Oh
Because we
yes.
don't like to see anyone fail. We don't like to see anyone left behind, like I said. And you get reimbursed for that for helping your people.
Yeah.
So, and there's amazing bonuses that you just get for that, which I think is are amazing. But yeah, ultimately, like I was like, wow, like these people are hitting huge milestones, and they're so unaware of it because they're just busy coaching, leading, and mentoring
Leading,
the people
exactly.
that they're not focused on. Like, let's say in the corporate world, their people are focused on that corner office, and they're counting down the days for them to get
Yeah.
it. And if you were to say you're going to get that, if you knew that you're getting a promotion to that corner office next week, are you going to forget that? I think no, none of
No,
us are,
no.
right?
Yeah.
But in this business, like that's not the key. Yeah, ultimate, it's the ultimate goal for all of us. But is that our focus? No, our main focus is helping our people and making sure they succeed. Uh, just seeing and hearing these stories, that's what really motivated me to just do that same thing as well. Just help people forget about the big picture. Yeah, ultimately that big picture will be there in the background,
Mhm,
but
mhm.
first of all, focus on these people, help all these people succeed. help them get to that goal as well, right? You don't want to be in there by yourself. You want all of them in that corner office with you. You want all the desks in there, right? So I think that was the biggest and most memorable stories that I've heard from a few people, right? They're hitting these huge milestones and they're just unaware of it, not because they're not focused on the business, it's because
Yeah,
focused on helping their people succeed, right?
that's the best part.
Well,
You
I
know,
think that was like, frog. I was like, whoa. But then, yeah, the more I thought about it, it's like, yeah, if I do that too, right? In this business, it's there's a saying like, if that person can do it, why can't you?
right. And the best part about it, I mean, as you know, we learned through, you know, along the journey that each and every one of us, we picked up a thing or two from different business owners and all the success stories that they have, like you. I'm picking a new thing, right? A new thing, and we learn. You know, that's the best part. You have to be open to learning, because if you don't, you're gonna be, don't even waste your time.
Mhm.
If you're close-minded. All
Yeah.
right.
And let me just touch on that. Learning never stops in this business because, of course, we work in the online world, and something that everyone could relate to. Anytime that you log into YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, whatever social media platform you see, you'll always see a change in the design, a change in whatever feature that they have, a change in how you're posting or something, right? So
Yeah.
for us, you got to be able to think on the fly and figure something out. If you log on one day and something is different, okay, what has changed here? Let me go look at the training. Ultimately, we all have access to Dr. Google. Just Google it. What has changed here? We all have
Exactly.
access to YouTube. We have our own amazing training site that's professionally done by our business owners, but there's always YouTube and people
Mhm.
who are on there telling you exactly what has changed, right? And where to find links that were in this place before, but now are this place.
Mhm.
So the resources are all out there. Of course, at this initially, you might get a little flustered and be like, "Oh, another update." But then there's so many resources up there, and
Yeah,
these social
it's
media websites, they want people to use them. They're gonna make them user friendly. Just things have been tweaked a little bit to make
a
it a little
different, yeah,
nicer.
different interface, but it's the same thing, right? All
Exactly.
right. All right. What is the ultimate goal for you in this business? Maybe in the next 3 to 5 years.
Yeah. Ultimately, I have a lot of big goals for myself, and I think that everyone should have goals and then have miniature goals along the way, right?
Exactly.
So a lot of goals for me is to obviously see my people succeeding, right? I think the hard part about this business is when you see people come in and you just see how much struggle or how much debt that they're in. It just like motivates you more to be like, okay, I want to help this person succeed.
Mhm.
I want to hear their success story. I want to hear them say their debt is going down. I want to hear them say that they're finding so much success in this business that they're debt free now. That they're able to go buy a house. That they're able to buy their dream car. For me, ultimately, I just want to help as many people as I can do these lives on my pages and just throw out the word about this business because it is changing many people's lives. And
Yes.
the thing that is a bit, I would say, frustrating about the online world is that there's so many scams out there that, of course, it takes some people a long time to just find trust in you. But that
Exactly.
is why we do daily lives on our pages. That's why if you look at my page, I have lives every day almost.
Me too.
Yeah, about telling about this business, right? We have go lives all the time, and we just want people to know that we are real. We're very
Mhm.
transparent. We don't lie. No hidden fees. We tell you everything right away about what this is all about. So, yeah, it's unfortunate that there's scams out there, but
Yeah.
scams, they go away in 6, 7 months. We've been around for a long time. I've
Yeah.
been around for a long time, and we're not going anywhere, right?
Exactly.
So my ultimate goal for 3 to 5 years, of course, is to be on that top step, but to have my people with me and ultimately watch them succeed even higher above me. I don't
It
want them
just,
to just skyrocket and just to
yeah,
help as many
exactly.
people as I can.
Exactly. I mean, if just one, if you think about it, if just one change probably 20 people's lives, that's big. That's a big deal. One of your business partners changed 20 lives. Oh my goodness. Imagine
Mhm,
that. And those people, 20 lives would change other people's lives. That's
mhm.
amazing. All right, just to end this, any message you want to give to those who keeps going back and forth about starting their own online business?
Mhm. I always go back to why the first time they saw your video or my video, or they came across this business. Initially, what made you jump in? Why did you jump in? Right? Think
Yeah,
about those reasons. Although there was probably a lot of let's say nervousness and skepticism
skepticism.
inside you,
Yeah,
you took that leap of faith and you actually did sign up with us, and you want to see what this was all about, right? But now you're unsure. But think about your goals in the future. Think about what you want. Think about the reasons you clicked on that. Think about your family, your friends, yourself. Ultimately, what do you want in life that you don't have right now, that you want to change?
exactly.
And ultimately, what made you click that initially? You took the step. You
Hmm.
took the first step. Now it's time to jump in, take the plunge. We are real, we are legitimate, we are transparent, right? After you join us, Jonathan will tell you everything that this business has to offer, and it's your choice. Come in, check out our testimonials, check out our videos, meet all the other business owners, see what we're all about. And one thing that you'll see is that you might not know it right now, but we all have a lot more in common than you
And what you
think,
guys
right?
think
I didn't
exactly?
know. I've talked to Jonathan, as he said, we met at the convention. We only talked for 5 or 10 minutes, but I learned more about him than I did, right? We both work in emergency services. I didn't know that, right? Look, we already a lot of similarities.
Yeah, exactly.
Just working in emergency services, you already have to have so much other things that inside of you, right? You don't do that. You don't just do that for the people. You have to do it for yourself too. We
Hmm.
are passionate about helping people. We work those long hours. We sit on our feet our long hours, right? Putting ourselves out there on the
Hmm.
line. There's a lot of drugs and diseases that are out there that we could take and absorb and through our skin. But hey, we're willing to take those risks for you,
Yep.
right? There's
Yeah,
so much
exactly.
other things that we have in common that lead us to doing that profession, and that led us to meet, and that led us to bond, right? So a lot of times you have a lot of similarities to people that you don't know initially, that you later find out and you're like, wow, I'm actually very similar to this person. And we find that a lot in this business.
That's the best part. That's the best part. Well, for me, the question earlier, my ultimate goal, I forgot to mention, my ultimate goal is to actually, in maybe 2 to 3 years, is to create a big medical mission, and we're focusing on helping children, especially those children that doesn't have any like they have cleft palate, or they don't have any medical treatment, and we're focusing on that, like vaccines and stuff, and also to those older folks who can't even afford dentures. Those are the type of medical missions that I'm trying to create in maybe 3 years. It's gonna go down. uh, Paolo already is on board, and yeah, I would love to have you, my man.
Mhm.
So we'll travel all over the world and see where the help is needed from us. So yeah, that's my ultimate goal, and hopefully it comes to fruition, and I know it will. And I already connected with a lot of medical folks, so
Nice. Just
we'll see.
giving it back, earning it and giving it back out there. That's what it's all about.
Oh yeah.
Amen. Definitely, I'll be a part of that journey. I'm looking forward to seeing how it all develops, seeing how it all
Oh,
transpires, and yeah,
oh yeah, it's
it'll
gonna
travel.
be it's gonna be awesome. All right, Ahmed. All right, thank you guys for those of you who are watching live, and also will be watching the replay. Hopefully, we guys entertained and educated you on how easy it is to start your own digital business, and how easy it is to give back and change other people's lives. Ahmed, thank you again, and guys, thank you, and have a nice weekend. All right, signing off.